Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for, what is it? Are we doing Aquarius? No, fire signs for the month of December. Mm-hmm. 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 Thanksgiving was a hard one because I had to cook turkey, mash, mac, stuffed potatoes. I made a meal. And I didn't start that meal until like 11 in the afternoon. And I cooked a 28-pound turkey. And that shit was delicious, okay? So, it was hard. I didn't want to do anything after that. I didn't even drink, okay? I was sober doing this shit. So, what's the point of that? Oh, yeah, I had a fabulous Thanksgiving. I was happy. So, yeah. Let's get started. If you guys resonate with the readings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want personal readings, go to jocelynlovebeauty4gmail.com. And I had cheesecake because I didn't even get to eat dessert yesterday. I had a charcuterie board. It was cute. A cute little charcuterie board for snacks with coffee and Red Bull while I was cooking. And then I had my cheesecake, so. Okay, so. Okay. Fire signs. Let's start with Aries. We're going to use the Magical Dimensions deck. Yeah. Magical Dimensions. Aries. Two eight. So, the card that came out for you guys today was Trust. This month, this season, was all about really being able to surrender. And I know we say that every season, right? But this season was specifically about learning to surrender when we don't have the whole picture, when we don't even know half of the picture, when we're only living day by day. That was the hardest thing for a lot of us here. Learning to surrender, learning to trust, learning to let it go while all these things were happening on a day-to-day basis. That is what we call fear of the unknown. And a lot of us were dealing with that this whole season, this whole year for a lot of us. And it was really difficult for us to adjust to that because, again, going from a reality where we know the outcome, we know what we're doing, we know how we're living, we're sick and tired of where we're at, and then to transitioning into a lighter plane, taking risks that we've never taken before, taking paths that we've never taken before, and then just surrendering to that. Because we don't know the outcome. We've never been on this path. We've never taken this risk. We've never done this job or opportunity or dated this person, whatever. And so it's a big deal. It's a big deal, right? And the universe was trying to tell you, surrender. It's okay, child. We've got you. So they've got you. This season is all about overcoming doubts, insecurities, and having patience, because when we don't get the results we want, when we're on the path that we know is better aligned to us, sometimes we want to just give it all up and say we give up. But no. I see some of you guys really surrendering this season. And if you have any doubts and fears, which we will have these doubts and fears, Aries, the whole advice would be surrender. Surrender to it. Let the universe guide you. The universe is trying to guide you somewhere. It's trying to take you somewhere. But it's going to be difficult if we keep it's not, we can have fear of the unknown, but it's when we get in our own way, or when we start, blocking everything off or running away or just deciding not to be on the path, that's when things get harder. That's when things get trickier. Okay, because the triggers are going to show up on the path. They always do, right? Or the opportunities are going to keep us busy that we may forget about our own lifestyles, right? However that looks like, it's all about, from what I'm getting here, that you're learning to go with the flow. And I see you doing that very well. Look how this character looks so eloquent, just really surrendering to the beauty and the magic of life. It's air energy. Air is the realm of the mind. You're surrendering and letting universal force and power take you where it needs to take you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me know if you do. Okay? All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's see what else. Yep. There it is. Adventure. Look what happens when you stay on the path long enough. You thought the universe forgot about you this season. It did not. You thought the universe forgot about you. You thought people forgot about you. They could have. But at the end of the day, look what you find on this path. Look what you find on this journey. Look, when you want to give up, look what you find here. Adventure. You find yourself. Look at the key. You find yourself this season, and only to realize that, you could have went down this path thinking you haven't learned, you haven't grown, but that's not true, because when you are on this path, you see yourself. You see who you are now versus who you were back then. So the person you've become, huge difference. Look at the difference between who you are now versus who you were back in the day. The triggers that used to set you off back in the day on this new path, or on this path that you finally chose, that you may not have chosen back in the day, but this is a path, an opportunity or path that you're choosing now. Back in the day, you would have ran from this. Back in the day, you could have ran from this, right? And this time you don't. Some of you guys are getting triggered left and right, and you're doing a better job at maintaining than you would have in the past. Some of you guys know there's levels of or things that you want to work on this season, Aries, and instead of being upset about that, you're taking on that that challenge. We want to grow and we want to learn. Hey, Level of Dojo, it's good to see you. How are you? It's good to see you, honey. This is what I'm saying, though. It's like you're on an adventure. I'm telling you, there were opportunities that could have been given to you at the time, and it could have been too much. Or maybe you didn't feel like you were ready for that. Versus now, the universe knows you've been ready this whole time, and you finally allow yourself the opportunity to go there. You finally allow the opportunity for you to be seen, make friends, be social, take opportunities, go on a specific path. You're giving yourself permission to do it. And when you freak out, because there will be doubts, insecurities, and fears, you're going to remember to tap in to the heart space and the inner child, and you're going to realize you're on an adventure. Even when it's scary, even when you're triggered, the key's right here. She wants to grant you the key, and you're going to take this key, and you're going to love every minute of it. Okay, Aries, that's who you are. You are the leader of the zodiac sign. You are the one that wants to play and have fun, and you always find the best in everything. That's who you are. Okay? All right. It's good to see you, Level Up Dojo. Okay. All right. Let's see. That's 9 minutes. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. I feel like the universe is giving you options. I feel like you're getting options. Your guides are here to assist you, right? But it's like it's showing you the potential of where you could go, what you could build on this path, and it's getting you excited. Some of you guys haven't felt this excited in a while. Some of you guys are scared because of what it's going to take. the type of risk or the type of vulnerability that it's going to take, and trust to get to be on this path. But the universe is saying, you got this. They've got you. Even if you doubt, even if you fear, even if you stay still, stuck, frozen, or if you flee, they're going to catch you because they always do. Okay. Anything else? Let's use a different deck. I want to use the Black Moon Astrology cards. This is of Old Faithful here. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a fabulous Thanksgiving? I think you did. I think all of y'all ate a lot of food, desserts, and some of y'all went shopping for Black Friday. I know it. Don't lie to me. Ooh, I'm getting celestial gates here again. It's almost as if the universe is clearing something for you. It's giving you happiness and is showing you how to have happiness or how to have happiness in ways that you didn't even have before, which is why it's so different this year. Remember I told you 2025 was going to be the best year of your lives? Remember I told y'all that and y'all didn't believe me? I kind of didn't believe it, but then I did. When I was channeling, the universe was saying, this was in July, y'all, or the beginning of August during the 8/8 portal. The universe was like, you're going to have the best year of your life. You're going to meet the loves of your lives. You guys are going to have the jobs of your lives, make the money of your lives. The universe told y'all 2025 was going to be the year. And I'm telling y'all, this is the year. Some of you guys are preparing for that. So you're going into 2026 completely in a different space than you were the first half of the year in 2025. I mean, you guys were really, the differences, the physical differences are there, the emotional differences as well, right? And the financial differences as well, okay? Some of y'all are making more money than you've made these last 3 years. I see some of you guys making a lot of money. Some of you guys are going to school, and that's going to really, push you forward, okay? I'm telling you guys because I know. The universe is also saying, let me see what I'm getting here. 25. I'm getting a lot of 6, 6, and 6. Oh, I didn't see this. 42 is a 6. 1 and 5 is a 6. And then 1 and 15 is a 6 as well. 666. Okay? That talks about a lot of things. One, it talks about, let's see, what does it talk about? Not paying too much attention to the material realm. But it also talks about overcoming challenges that could be in the material realm that are a lot, that could be overwhelming. For some of us, it's saying don't focus so much on the material realm or the physical realm. Focus a little bit more on the emotional aspect of things. So how does this job, career opportunity make you feel? Yes, it brings in great money. Or maybe it doesn't bring as much money as you wanted, but it brings in good money. The point is, how does it make you feel? Do you feel fulfilled? Right? Do you feel fulfilled? For others of you guys, it's in the heart space. Are you happy? Only you know the answer to that. All right. Uranus came out in Aquarius. It keeps coming out. 11th house. Yeah, some of you guys are going from being on your own, being isolated, and finally allowing the universe to push you forward. This is Uranus. This is you stepping outside of your comfort zone of isolation, whether that's because you were going through heartbreak, grief, or maybe you just like being alone. Some of you guys are going from a period of isolation and solitude and loneliness, feeling misunderstood, because it's still, Uranus is still, with number 9. It's like the ending of it, right? Uranus is still like bold. It favors the bold, right? It's non-conformity. To 11th house, friends, which is also Aquarian. These are all Aquarian energy, right? Uranus rules Aquarius. 11th house is Aquarius. It talks about friendships. It talks about going from being isolated and alone to having friends, a bigger social network than you could have in the past. I'm talking about some of you guys are going to be so surrounded with people 24/7. It will be very overwhelming in a good way and in a you're going to miss your solitude, okay? Just being honest. But being around a lot of people can be a lot for some of you guys. But remember, for any of you guys that are either Aquarians or fire signs, just remember that this is what you need right now. A strong social network, okay? For some of you guys, I'm getting that you again are going from an isolated period of isolation. You could have left people behind, family behind, to new family, new circles, right? New opportunities. And I think you're ready for that. Whoo! Okay, so remember I told you Aquarius was working with you guys because Uranus rules Aquarius, and the 11th house is Aquarius. It's all about higher learning, right? Higher learning, friendships, working on your social circle, right? Look at the other cards that came out. Fire, which is you guys' desire, and then Aquarius energy. Some of you guys have this desire of really being seen for who you are. I mean, really being seen. You guys could have been in environments that aren't really allowing you to be seen as you are. That don't fully accept you as you are. And in this season, it's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite because look, this is you and your support system at the top of your game, at the top of your throne, standing on your truth, standing as who you are, on your business, right? Standing on business. But seriously, um, this is you really being seen for who you are. But it's not the only reason you're being seen that way is because you're allowing it to happen. There's this desire of not holding back, not caring what people think. You're really putting it out there. Something inspires you this season to do that. Whereas in the past, you probably didn't take that type of risks. Remember, we were talking about taking risks, right? And Uranus favors the bold, like I said. So this is a season where you're coming out of your shell or you're allowing yourself to be loved, seen in ways that you have never. And that is going to be really scary for some of you guys. Whoever you are, you guys are loners, okay? I know my Aquariuses and my fire signs, the ones that I'm relating to, need their time alone. So, okay. All right. That was for my fire. That was for my Aries. That was for my Aries sign, okay? Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Hold on, let me get the next sign ready, okay? Okay. Next sign is going to be all right, next sign is Leo. I always forget the signs. 19 minutes. Okay. All right, yeah. Interesting. I'm getting a portal. Oh. Oh, I'm getting a sexual portal. Mm-hmm. I don't know who you are, honey, but Black Moon Lilith talks about the raw sexual, or just, it's not even all sexual, right? It's raw, pure drive, pure, raw desire. This season, Leo. And the only way you're going to find that, because remember, Leo's a fire sign. It likes to be in the sun. It likes to be out there. It likes to be showy, right? You guys are the most just I want to say flamboyance group out there, right? And you guys are just so good at what you do and you take pride in it, right? But this year, the only way you're going to be able to come back into the sun, because, right, you're from the sun, Leo, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to actually go deep down into the darkness, into the pits of the darkness where all you hear is the echoes of who you are, the remnants of self that were left behind. Because somebody told you as a child you were not allowed to have those deep, deep desires. Or maybe you just were too afraid of them. I don't know. For whatever reason, you never brought these desires up into fruition. You never looked at them. You never acknowledged them because you could have felt guilty or you could have thought that it was wrong. But this season, it's almost like something either triggers you, and I don't even think in a bad way. I think you just get triggered to go deep down inside, to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you and what is it that you want this season in terms of how can I be more selfish? How can I choose myself more? How can I say no more and not give up? Right? And I feel like for others of you guys, this trigger is actually going to inspire you to go within and ask yourself what you want to do as a passion. Because remember, the world's all about let's go to school half of the time, or let's work a job, a business, and you may not even be 100% happy. This season, you're going to go within and do something that goes against whatever your family dynamics told you weren't allowed to do, or just your social circle. That's why it's scary, because you're going to go deep down inside. And when you do, you're going to see Black Moon Lilith, which is what is it that you want? It's also, this also reminds me of the dark mother wound, the dark mother. But that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting you in the darkness when it's just you by yourself with your shadow, with your shadow. Your shadow is going to speak to you and it's going to tell you what it is that it wants. And it's going to scare you because you didn't even know you wanted this. And it's going to make you angry because you've went your whole life without, you know, giving your shadow what it needs in order for it to protect you, in order for it to help you move mountains and help you become more authentic to, again, serving you, serving yourself. And this season, you do that. This season, you're going to serve yourself. And you need to. You need to. If you don't know how to say no, if you don't know how to go against the grain, it's like you. I feel like somebody's been suffering this whole time because they haven't been able to do that. And if this is why this season is going to be a little triggering, right? Because you're going to have the ability to do these things, and the longer you prolong saying no or standing up for yourself or choosing yourself or choosing to go down a different path, a different job that's more appealing to who you are, the longer you prolong that, the harder it's going to be later on, because your shadows, this part of you does not care about serving society, does not care about making anyone else happy but you. And so you're the one that's going to take, um, you're the one that it's going to hurt you the most, because your shadow will not obey to anyone but you. To itself, really. It won't even obey you. It will self sabotage you. It will self sabotage you. It only obeys itself. But this season, there's something about not you need to, but it is highly recommended that you go within and figure out what it is that you need. Some of you guys already know what that is. You just have a hard time saying no, or you have a hard time working with that energy because it could be you're afraid of the backlash. Maybe your social circle doesn't accept it. Maybe it's just difficult for somebody to, speak up. And so, whatever the case may be, this is a season to learn to say no. This is a season to learn to choose yourself. Okay? All right. Leo. Mm. Yeah. Mercury retrograde came again. Okay? This is all about reinvention. This is you. This is what I'm saying. You're looking at your shadow aspect. This week, you're going to meet somebody that is so in tune with their shadow aspect. It's going to like shock you. This is you. And this is somebody else who lives their life giving no fucks. And it's going to shock you. It's going to be like, whoa. You're not going to judge them. You're going to be drawn to them this week. Whoever this person is, they're wild, okay? This person is all about them, and that's what's so attractive, because you are not that way this season, or you've been struggling to kind of find yourself or find your way when it comes to the shadow side. And so the universe is going to bring somebody who's all about the shadow side, and they're going to teach you something about yourself, how to be more like that. It's almost as if the universe has to bring somebody else in that you are inspired by, so they can help you with that. It's only like it's a little push forward, right? And you're going to enjoy that. You really are. Okay. Then you have Sun Spirit that landed all the way. Look at these cards. They were all the way on the other side. Like they came out, but they flew out. And then look what came under. Leo and the Sun. This is you. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're going from dark cards, dark energy, really playing with darkness, right? Which is your shadow side, the most sexiest side of you, whether you believe it or not, to the Sun Spirit, Leo, right? And I'm getting like, you come out of it. These next 3 months, okay? You come out of it. Aries Sun, Leo Moon. Hey, welcome. Is it Tim? Tim. Welcome. It's good to meet you. It's not TMKC, right? It says at Tim McKee. Okay. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for resonating. Thank you. Tim. Hey, Tim. Welcome. Aries Sun, Leo Moon. Exactly. So you understand. Okay. So, yeah. This is what I'm saying. You're deep in the underground, deep in the darkness, and then you come out back to a plain level field. But it's like you have to go through this darkness, these triggers. You have to go through this so that you can acknowledge like the more selfish parts of self. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a beautiful thing. Maybe it's for a lot of us, including myself, I had a hard time saying no. I couldn't say no. So growing up, it's almost as if like, it's like, in a way, it's abandoning self, because being selfish is beautiful. Choosing yourself is beautiful. Having boundaries is beautiful. Very true. Exactly. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you. All right. So, Sun Spirit and Leo, I will. Then look what happens. You go through this maze, this like initiation, this lesson of the shadow aspect, really going deep within and figuring out what it is that you want. And once you do, you're going to hold on to that motherfucker and never let it go. Because you're going to try, maybe you've already done it, you're going to try to live without doing what you want to do. You're going to try to live by somebody else's rules or standards, and it's going to kill you inside. It will literally make us go crazy. It will. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you are you. You are you. Your needs are your needs, and that's what your shadow cares about. Nothing else but you. Okay? You have Leo, and this is what happens once you finally learn that lesson. You're going to sit at the top of your throne, and no one can deter you from your own personal goals, your path, none of that. Some of you guys are going to learn how to just speak up. Some of you guys are going to learn to speak up, and it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. Okay? Either way, once you do, and put that into the open and tell people how important these things are to you, or go down a path that is completely different from where you're at, and let's say your family doesn't agree with that, and you're gonna tell them how important this is to you, whether they agree, whether they like it, whether they don't, whether they have backlash, the fact that you stood up for yourself and you said no, that's what makes you confident. That's what makes Leo, I will, become prominent this season. You chose yourself. Whether they get it, whether they don't, you spoke up. And that's what you've needed. Okay? All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Dang, all these, yep, live stats, South Node. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. Sorry, y'all, I'm hungry. I just came from a workout. Okay. I have Cancer. South Node. Okay. Leos. Oh, Leo. Somebody's working through some type of addiction. They're working through something, through their emotions. So like your feelings are, it's almost as if you didn't know you could have been struggling emotionally, and instead of like feeling your emotions, which you usually do, something happens where you just get a little bit more involved with some type of addiction. It's a very archaic addiction, or something you do very well. But it's like this week, you could be in whatever addiction, or you could be doing what you're doing this week. It's like you wake up or something happens, and you're like, you receive the messages from the divine, and understand that all the divine was trying to do was get you to heal this, was get you to listen to yourself or hear yourself, your inner child, when it was grieving over something that could have happened to you, right? The universe was just trying to get you to hear yourself out, because your guides, the ancestors, right, they know what you've been through, they know what you're struggling with. But do you allow yourself to be honest with what you're struggling with? This season you do. This is you finally allowing yourself to see, and again, it's Egyptian, right? It's archaic, right? It's history, right? It's in the past. You're allowing your history to show up in your face, right? Oh, that came out wrong. You're allowing that history to come up, and you're allowing it to show you things that could be very painful to see, hear, feel, recall. That's why some of us have been dabbling in some type of addiction, some type of codependency, something like that, because that is, it's just like remembering. Oh, South Node also talks about life's debts. Hey, oh Tim, I'm Cancer Rising North Node. That's right. Hey, welcome. Huncho man, it's good to see you. All right, what was I saying? South Node, life's debts. Yeah, you see that right here? It's like some of you guys are dealing with something, some type of curse, generational trauma. And now we know how painful those are. Okay, guys, we know how painful those are. And it's so much easier to run to whatever dependency we have than it is to deal with our emotions here. Because whatever this is really painful. This is the type of pain that requires a lifetime of healing, right? The type of pain that maybe your ancestors also struggled with, but nobody ever wanted to talk about because it was too painful, because then it made it real, right? The trauma became a reality. And who wants that when we can easily just run to our whatever our problems are, right? I mean, we can numb whatever our problems are. We can run to some type of dependency, right? On something else. Hey, one welcome, Gem. Oh my God, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Yeah, we're driving here. Yeah. All right. So you have Chiron healing. It's in reverse. This season, you turn it upwards because you're honest. Some of you guys, the reason you were able to not deal with the trauma is because you weren't telling people, or you stopped telling people. You stopped socializing. You stopped going to specific, people that knew about your whatever you're going through. You stopped socializing. You stopped seeking, to discuss these things. And so what happens is, because that happened, you weren't talking about it. It was easy to avoid it. This week, the universe is like, yeah, buddy, healing's in reverse. Not anymore. It's going to make you look at things that, again, they're completely terrifying to look at. But once you allow yourself to feel that, you're going to thank yourself for not running away. Because this, whatever this is that you're struggling with, is not as bad. It's not as bad as you think it is. So I don't think there would be a need to stall anymore. So it's almost as if you could have chosen between healing and like avoidance, right? It almost seems like this month, this week, whatever, the avoidance is actually taking its toll. So now it's becoming very unhealthy, and now it's getting in the way of your lifestyle, right? It's getting in the way of you and your personal growth. So now you're going to have to look at the healing side to balance it out, right? And I think that happens for you this week, Leo. Okay. All right. That was for Leos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next one is going to be for, yeah, we were on here for Leo for like a whole 15, 20 minutes. The next sign is going to be Sagittarius. Oh, I thought I saw 8th house. We're going to use the Black Moon astrology cards. I don't know if it's this one or it's this way. We're going to use the Black Moon astrology cards, okay? How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Was it good? Hopefully it was. Alone? Oh no. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. I had to make turkey. I made some turkey. Mash, mac. I cooked potatoes. I made all that. And it was good. It was really good. Yeah. What about you guys? Did you guys eat? Go to the family's house and help cook? Oh no. Oh, wait. But your dog's alive, right? Your dog's alive? Hopefully. Pretty good. Yeah, mine was delicious. That was the first time I would say I made a turkey like really on my own without like my mom or my sister helping me. Well, one of my friends gave me a recipe to use, and I just went with whatever I felt was right. Dude, that turkey was so fucking moist, but I did put a lot of grease in that bitch. Okay, I put a whole bunch of butter. Like I could have had a heart attack after the fucking amount of butter and oil and seasoning that I put on that fucking turkey. Okay, but it was good. It was really good. So worth it. Family. Then just spend time with family. That's right. That's right. Illusion of separation. Disconnect. Hmm. All right. Saggy. 4124. I'm so glad, but I'm here today. I cooked all day, so I didn't have time. I really didn't have time for all that shit. I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do tarot. I didn't want to do. I was supposed to go live with y'all, but I'm going live today. I'm going live Sunday. No. Okay. Butter and oil. Right. I mean, that shit was like, I used the little plastic thing. That shit was all the way to the top with fucking oil and, bro, salt, pepper, onions, rosemary, garlic, lemon. Like, really good. Cilantro. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shit came out good. All right. Anyways. Mm. Let's see here. Transformation. Mm. Oh. Oh. I feel like something happened to you this week, Sagittarius. It almost seems like it's something from the past. Something happened to you this week that was not good. And you're looking at it like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? It's like you're in retrospect, trying to recall moments and events in that time or whatever that situation was that is like really scary. It's really, I'm getting like somebody's recalling a vivid memory of like a car accident or like an accident that happened in your life, maybe a death or something that like changed your life forever. So it could have been like you're living your life, doing something, just living your life like you usually do, and then something huge comes in and then just everything's changed forever. And it's like you're trying to recall that moment in time when that happened and realize like what went wrong. It's like you're picking at every single thing that happened. It's almost as if you're thinking if that moment wouldn't have happened, my life would have been so different, right? But you're looking at the accident, you're looking at the whatever the situation is. If it's a legal matter, you're trying to think what you could have done to like fix this, avoided this accident or whatever it is that you did that you feel ruined your life. Maybe transformed it, right? I don't think you're looking at it that way right now. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're trying to rise above it. You're trying to like rationalize why that happened to you or how that could have happened to you. You're trying so hard to reach the sky and really live your life like you could have in the past. But remember, it's difficult because in the past you didn't have that issue. Now that this situation changed your life forever, you're never going to be the same, right? And I feel like this season, holiday season, I feel like you're still grieving what did not work out or why certain things didn't come out right. You're looking at the past as to why this door closed, this opportunity closed, these people went away, or if somebody passed, like you're trying to get back into a version of yourself in the past that you used to be because it made you happier than where you're at now. And I'm not saying you're not happy. I'm just saying the grieving alone is very painful. And so, but it's okay. You're praying about it. You're asking for the willingness to let go. But it's like there's a part of you that's it's like you're carrying guilt over what happened and it was never your fault is what I'm getting here. This was not your fault. This was just meant to happen. And I know it's difficult to hear that, but it's not your fault and it was never meant to be your fault. Whatever this tragic situation, this is a car accident and someone died, if this is like you lost someone and you're blaming yourself because maybe you were supposed to hang out with them that day and something happened. I'm getting something serious, like some accident really changed your life, your family lineage, your future. It just changed you. You're no longer the same person. And I'm getting that whatever that is, it's like you're trying to pick up the pieces, or you're trying to pick up the version of you that you used to be before the accident. And I think that by you carrying the guilt, it's because it's easier to blame ourselves for something than to just ask why it happened and then never receive an answer. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like this season somebody's like carrying the guilt as to why this shit happened to them. There's no answer. But I see somebody really distraught. They're not okay. They're like, why? Why? Like somebody's angry and they would rather blame themselves. You're not even blaming anyone else. This is you're solely blaming you for that. And it's like you really shouldn't. Or I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm just saying that it's really painful. Like it's not your fault. So I'll keep hearing it's not your fault, it's not your fault. And the universe is trying to get you to see that so that you can heal the heart and accept it so that you can start creating with it. So they're saying it's because the pain is still there, right? They're saying to use the pain, let it fuel you and let it help you create something, a type of lifestyle, a type of world that you want to live in. Because I feel like somebody's hurt by whatever transpired here. So let the pain transform you if you can. Let it inspire you to create or to change the world in ways that change the world into something you want to see, right? And I feel like that's what's going to inspire you to keep going, because I feel like whatever you devote yourself to do now, whether that's service work, a type of lifestyle, some type of whatever it is that you end up doing, even if it's like a hobby, right? Where it inspires you to create and live a certain way. This is the thing that's going to help you move forward, and it's going to give life meaning again, because I feel like somebody didn't find meaning in life after that accident. They just never found meaning again. The universe is saying, create, journal about it, write it down, do something that is a representation of how whatever this accident was makes you feel, and then it's going to help you release it faster. It's going to help you heal, but then it's going to give your life meaning, which is what you need right now, because I feel somebody's feeling guilty and it's not your fault. It's what I keep hearing. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay. Mr. Rose. The universe is saying that even though, for whoever this is, okay, Sagittarius, I feel like somebody's grieving somebody here. a dead lover, someone died in an accident, and they keep saying it's them, it's your fault because you either didn't hang out with them that day, or maybe you let them go, or maybe there was something happened and something ended. And I feel like somebody just keeps thinking that your life ended when this person's life ended as well. Or your life's over because this part of your journey or chapter is gone for good. But the universe is saying you'll love again. Or you'll, not saying that it's going to replace what you've had, or you're going to be all 100% cured. What I'm saying is the universe is saying there's so much to look forward to. You have so much to look forward to. You will love again. You will be happy again, whether you believe it or not. Yeah. So what I'm saying, the guides are like trying to bring in healing for you to your heart. They're trying to restore your faith. They're trying to bring in comfort. They're trying to show you that, like, in the future, because it's a portal. But the heart space is a portal, right? The heart space is a portal. It's a chakra, right? They're trying to show you like this heart space is your life. It's your livelihood, and you can heal again. You can feel better again. You will walk around one day without feeling pain here 24/7. You can have other feelings, but just the pain, which is a lot. I can tell. Whatever this is, it's got you. It's got us traumatized. Okay. All right. All right. Does anybody have any questions regarding the Sagittarius reading? We're not done yet, but I just wanted to see if you had any input, any thoughts on it. I'll eat my cake. Yeah. Acceptance. Acceptance of what happened. It's like you're going to sit still and finally just see that this actually event or situation occurred, and you're trying to get better. Like, this actually happened. And sitting still and then just allowing that pain to come up, because I feel like somebody really wants to get over the pain, but they haven't allowed themselves to sit still and acknowledge that this shit really happened and that there is pain inside, right? You missed Aries, but I will rewind. Oh, Aries was 2:08, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. We're gonna transition from fire signs into let's do water, the heart space. Before we finish Sagittarius, identity, right? Somebody doesn't know who they are anymore because of what happened. Like I said, you feel like you lost yourself. Some part of you died when this happened. The universe is saying that's fine. Some part of you did go away because of what happened, but you'll find another version of you, a stronger one. And that's what builds your character. And it's going to make you very strong, very courageous, very powerful. And then you're going to meet people who are just have gone through a situation that you have. And they're going to want to die. They're going to just want to fucking like not live, right? And you're going to be there to support them through that pain because you've lived through it. And it matters. Your story, whatever happened, the trauma, it matters. Because now you can share that story with others who are going through the same thing, but they just started on that journey and they don't know how to live. They don't even know what hit them. And you're going to be there and you're going to tell them that they can survive this and that everything's going to be all right. Okay? All right, that was for my Sagittarius. Let's transition into... I'm going to call it a night. I'll check out the rest of it. All right, have a good night. Take care. All right, we're transitioning into water signs. So we're going to do Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yo, I gotta get my nails done. These are looking terrible. Get them done. Okay. Oh, 10th house. It's 10th house, man. I'm getting technology. Yeah, I'm getting technology. Somebody's here is like really technological, or they have like the minds of somebody who's so light years away. Like the type of conversations you have at work, it's like you're a genius. So it's hard for you to have conversations with people at work because although this is Cancer, I didn't even timestamp. 57, 10, 50. Let's do 55. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like technology. I'm getting really technological. It's hard for you to have a conversation with people because either you have, okay, so if you're not technological, I'm getting you have access to the future, which is why time is so prevalent here. 10th house talks about career, career, right? The type of finances that are going to, make you feel wealthy, right? It's all about health. Well, it's all about wealth, right? But I'm getting that it's like you have access to the future. You have access to information that others don't. And it's not, you could be the most technological person, you could be the most spiritual person. What I'm getting is the information you receive is you get it from the ethers. You ever seen those geniuses that spend a lot of time alone on their work, on their craft? Because that's how they receive. That's how they receive, like, answers. That's how they solve problems. That's how they can do their job well, or. But this has to do with career, so it's like it's almost like it's saying that you have access to information that others would wish they died to have, but you have it because it's like how you connect to spirit. It's how you connect to. It's like a part of your lineage. You're always meant to be this person. You were always meant to have this information. You were always meant to create with that information. It was always meant for you to do that. And that's what I'm getting, Cancer. That's what I'm getting for you. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you said it's for some of you guys, it's not even receiving information from here. I'm getting you sense it. It's a knowing because you're diving deep into the water element. It's a knowing of what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to say, how you're supposed to get the information in the first place, or how you're supposed to relay the information. Either way, it's a knowing. And then, excuse me. Damn. Okay, we'll be back to 11th house. We'll be back with this one. It's 11th house. It's Aquarian energy. I'm getting a lunar eclipse with Cancer. It's just all Cancer. It's moon energy. It's like somebody has this week, listen to your emotions. Your emotions are trying to dictate where to go next, or they're trying to give you certain information that you would not receive logically. So the universe is saying, because remember, your gut is a brain, right? It's information. You receive it through emotion, right? Through a knowing. We're saying that listen to your emotions, listen to your gut, because it's trying to give you information or grant you access to information you wouldn't get logically, okay? And I got a 7 and 7. I got 3 sevens on the deck. 777. It means that you've learned a lesson very well, or you've learned something. You finished with a certain part of your life. You finished successfully. You've learned something successfully. You've initiated something successfully. So now you can walk away in confidence successfully. But 777 is lucky number, right? It's it's receiving information from source. Yeah, I'm getting this week like whatever this information is, access that you have to this information through your gut feelings, right? Let's see here. Let me do 11th house. Yeah, it's like you're supposed to build something with this information. You're supposed to share this information and do something with it. It's like a part of your passion or part of your dream. It's what's going to help you build your career. It's what's going to help you like make money in the future. Like whatever your ideas are, whatever you decide to invest in, it's like it's going to be very fruitful. So it was almost destined for you to receive this information and then go with whatever this information is. Use it to your advantage so that you can become very fruitful and abundant in the future. You got second house and 10th house. This is all about owning. But I'm getting this is in the career sector. So this has to do with your job, what you do for a living. You're going to make money doing this, or you're going to help a lot of people with the information that you have. Not only are you going to benefit from it, but you're going to help others. And I'm also getting you could see things that others can't, which is why you're the perfect person to problem solve. I know this is the house of owning, which is Taurian energy. It's all about, love for money, love for beauty, love for finances and all that, right? With the 10th houses, which is career and all that. But I'm getting like you could see something, you have access to something, or you're the first to have knowledge of this for that reason, because you were always meant to create something or invest in something or start something here. It's going to be very fruitful for you in the future. You're at the top of the pyramid. You could see what others cannot. It was always meant for you to do. That's why. So don't let this gift go, or don't doubt yourself. Because I feel like somebody wants to doubt themselves and say, oh, well, that's not how I can't make money doing this, or I don't know 100% how I got the information. So what if I'm wrong? What if I relay this information and I'm wrong? But every part of you inside of your gut, logically, you think you're wrong because you don't know if it's true or not. But logically, in your gut, though, your gut is saying that you're right. It's screaming at you, saying, say it, do it, build it, right? Because it knows what you're destined to do. It knows information that you don't have access, nobody has access to here, but it's within you. It was always meant to be within you, and it was always meant for you to relay it. Okay? Okay. Hey, Mahina, it's good to see you. How are you? Yeah, I hope you guys understood that part for cancers. It was always meant for you to say it, fix it, recreate it, build it, start it, right? Whatever it is. It was always meant for you to do it, which is why it's hard for you, because there's no blueprint really. Like there's no, this is yours and yours to relate to the world. Meaning there's nothing in the physical that's proving that whether this is right or wrong. You're just going off of instinct or what your second gut is telling you, which is why it's so difficult for you to relay this information or start whatever this is that, again, was always meant for you to do. You remember all the geniuses out there like Einstein who invented all these things, Tesla, right? It's an invention, right? It's something that they saw or they were able to do, right? They were geniuses. They got this information and they worked with it. They studied, they did everything they had to do, and then nobody believed them. They thought they were batshit crazy. You look at the future, these motherfuckers they're well-known inventors. But in their time, nobody believed them because they had access to information that it was too soon. They were privy to information or had the answers or found the answers, right, through building or creating that they wouldn't have. They found the answers then that we cherish now, right, is what I'm saying. So that was for Cancer. Let's see anything else before we start. Yeah, whoever this is, this was meant for you to see it. Challenges, blocks, fears. That's the challenge. You're going to go up against a lot of people who are not going to believe you, who are going to think you're insane, who are going to try to, squish your dream, because they are going to be the negators. They're the ones that are going to sit here and tell you that you are wrong. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're doing. Or maybe it's a fear of yours thinking that that's enough to stop you. But they were never enough to stop you. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people will never be enough to stop you, because the greatness, the path, you are the one that came into this world, this portal. You're the one that is speaking for your lineage. You're the one that's incarnated in this body to take on this life work that your ancestors are supposed to relate into you, and from the spirit realm into the physical, and you're supposed to go and do and create. They were never enough to stop you. You were always meant to start and do whatever this says that you're supposed to do. You just don't understand how it's going to help society, impact others. You don't understand the service that comes with it. You're going to be so focused on the naysayers and this and the fears and the negativity. You're not focused on how you're going to serve your community, because the good outweighs the bad. Yes, you're the one that takes the brunt of it, whatever. You're the one that takes the beating. But at the end of the day, your message is going to inspire others to go and do the same thing. Your life's work is going to inspire others to start their own life's work. You don't understand the magnitude and the impact you're going to cause others by you showing up and being yourself. Even if you have 1 million naysayers, there's always going to be the ones. You get 10, 15, 20, 30 good ones that are going to look at your work and say, you were fantastic. And they're going to go and get inspired and do their own work. And it pays forward. And then later down the road, in years to come, your work will impact so many human beings you don't even know. The reason I'm saying this is because I want you to see it you're looking at it from, I can't do this by myself. I can't start this. I can't create this. I have no proof that this is true. I'm going on a whim here. You're going from doubts and fears to what's going to happen 2 years, 3 years down the line. Everything you say is fantastic. Everything you say becomes, it's finally acknowledged. It will be. It will be acknowledged. 3 years, 4 years, 5, however long it takes, it will be acknowledged down the line. And the universe will thank you That's why it will make you very abundant through whatever this life's work is. You will be very abundant. And two, you're going to be grateful. Your ancestors will be grateful because they knew that you were the one to do this. There's a reason they chose you. You chose yourself to come here. Okay? All right, that was for my Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for Scorpios. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a great Thanksgiving? Miss Mahina, hopefully you did. How much is this one? All right. Okay. All right, y'all. Ooh. Scorpio. 112. 10. Okay. Scorpio. This is so funny. I feel like whoever you are, you're very gentle, loving, gentle soul, very gentle. More than you even realize how gentle you are. Whether female or male, it doesn't matter. Your energy is so loving. It's mothering energy. It's feminine energy. Again, you don't have to be a female. It's the energy. I'm getting somebody here is that like, it almost seems like your strength is actually at its best when you're gentle, when you're in your feminine energy. Because I know you can be in your masculine energy, right? It's not a problem. Your strength is actually when you're in your feminine. See what I'm saying? Your strength is actually when you're on your feminine energy. So yeah. Yeah, I see that here for you. The universe is saying that's the point. You don't have to speak loud. You don't have to make a statement. You don't have to lash out. Your strength is actually by you just being gentle. That's actually going to get you farther or further ahead than it is if you yell or when you're not heard, or try to like prove a point when you're not heard or understood. Let's see what else. Oh, fourth house, roots. Yeah, this is like mothering energy. Fourth house, it's Cancer. It's very Scorpio. I'm getting, yeah, with the moon. I feel like this week the reason the universe is making you listen to this week is because I feel like you're going to be tested this week. Like people, it almost seems like whoever is picking on you, not picking on you, but like, yeah, it kind of feels like somebody's either yelling at you or picking on you or disrespecting you. It almost seems like some part of you is going to feel shame because you did not speak out of turn. So this is like a boss at work, right? That is going to talk to you in a way that is disrespectful, maybe a landlord, somebody that has power over you. It almost seems like this person or these people are going to say things and it's going to make you feel like you're weak, but you're not. You're not weak. You're actually strong. It almost seems like this, whatever this situation is, or these people are, this person that does that to you, it makes you revert yourself back to when you felt weak or unable to care for yourself or handle conflict yourself. But the universe is saying that you're very powerful already. Why? There's no need for you to defend yourself because somebody else will do it for you. Or it's almost as if like the universe won't let you get fired or it won't let you go through this situation alone. There's always going to be somebody that's going to speak up for you, or there's going to be a situation that gets resolved not by you but by your guides. So it almost seems like if you're being harassed or bullied by someone, somebody sees that, hears it, and then they go and they stick up for you. It could even be that you weren't even aware that this person did it. They just did it, right? I'm getting there's a lot of people that stick up for you this week. Yeah, and it makes you believe again in the goodness of people, in how hard you've worked to change, your strength and vulnerability. It's like people, you don't have to get out of your shell and, become vindictive if somebody does something to you or tries to get you fired or starts an argument with you or tries to get to you. I'm getting somebody who wants to get under your skin. For whatever the reason, though, you don't have to get out of your character. You don't have to. North Node and 6th house. Yeah. Look what happens when you actually approach whoever this person is with love and light. They know they're wrong and they'll apologize. I'm getting somebody knows that they're picking on you. Somebody knows that. And so they have to apologize or something. And they will. 6th house. Yeah. Look at this shit. Yeah, this is you about opening up. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable and people will match you. Even if not everybody does, will be somebody that matches you or people that will match you because they see who you really are. They see the strength in your vulnerability. And I'm not saying don't let people not get to you, right? Because that's unrealistic. I'm saying you are actually, people respect you and love you more because you're always in your vulnerability. They find that very, very beautiful. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else. Hey, Martina. It's good to see you again. It's been a minute. How are you? I know. I feel like I lost all my viewers because I haven't been on here. My viewers are gone. Well, I didn't even put notice that I was coming on today. All right, Scorpio. That was Scorpio. Pisces. Pisces. It's going to be the last reading for today. This is as dead as hell. Hi, y'all. Okay. This week, Pisces. I feel like you go from like challenges, struggling, not having equal footing, not knowing what's going on to look at the difference between these two cards. Wrong way. Challenges to look at the beauty. It's like springtime. It looks like springtime on this card, right? We go from struggling, challenges, not knowing what you're gonna do, not knowing where you're going, not knowing what's going on, to happier times. Happier times. And that's all you right there, because you stuck it out. See how time's prevalent here? Or relevance here. The timing in the background, the clock. Even out here, the clock is right here. All over. Divine purpose, passion, and service. I feel like this is going to be you again. So you could have had a really rough year, struggling, not knowing where you're going, not knowing how your life's going to turn out, to I'd say by next month, December, you're going to see the difference. So it's like you're going to get it together again, or you're going to find yourself again. You're going to find it's like overcoming the challenges and then naturally going back to who you are. What makes you you? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel like you are okay, sane, whole, and alive, right? Yeah. Now it's your turn to experience utopia. So it's like learning how to balance everyday life, right? Including the struggles or work, and then balancing it with the things you love to do. Nurture, self-care, things that make you feel healthy. Things that make you feel better, things that make you feel comfort, things that make you feel loved. So it's like incorporating all of that. You're going to have the ability to have everything put together properly. You could have been struggling how to make it all work. And this month, it's like you figure it out. You prioritize you, right? And then involve everything else that needs to be involved. And that's how you build your utopia. You're about to enter a phase of peace, serenity, paradise, a feeling of wholeness. This is you. I mean, you're going to feel fantastic. You're going to feel like life is just that easy, that simple. You're going to find and meet people that care. I mean, really care. Let's see what else. Anything else before we close out? Oh, I use. Yeah. It's like you could finally see the way out, or if you were struggling and did not know how to make it, you did not know if you were going to survive or make it work. If you were struggling with all of these challenges at the same time and didn't know what was right or wrong or what path you should take or if you should stay on the path, it was like things like that. It's like the little things, but it was a lot of little things. Then it became a challenge, right? Because it's like trying to overcome all these different things at the same time is a lot. It's a lot to overcome. And I feel like you do, though. Like all of a sudden, the worry, the doubt, the fear, the blocks, they subside. And all of a sudden, as you can think clearly, you can see clearly, there's certainty. Capricorn, I use, right? I'm getting like you use discernment, and I'm also getting like this is a guide. I feel like this is the spirit realm telling you, you will be fine again. You will see again, or things are easier now. Like you're about to enter a chapter filled with love and lots of love. A chapter filled with lots of love, lots of happy-go-lucky, abundant energy, life events that are going to make you smile. See, Sagittarius, yeah. You see, you use, you see, and you will. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like you're being led. You're being intuitively led by your ancestors down your destiny. Divine purpose, passion, and service. Wherever your true destiny is, you're going to be led down there. So you could have been struggling, to find yourself or figure things out for yourself. And then you could have had other people involved in that. So it could have been so much. It could have been very overwhelming to now it's like you both are working together, or a group dynamic is working together because we have the same goal, the same outcome, the same path. So you guys want the same, you want a success. You want success on this path. So it's like you both, or all three of you in a group dynamic, are willing to work to make that happen. So now you're both moving forward in that direction when you could have thought it was all on you and you had to do all this work to convey. No, the universe was helping you this whole time. You just needed to believe that. And you stayed long enough to believe that there is a better outcome. Things will get resolved between you and a group dynamic, or just you on your own. And you will see happier times. Because look what comes out next. You go from these dark cards, right? Struggling, looking at the past, thinking that you have to carry. Maybe it's you and a child. You were looking after some children, or you're a caretaker. You're looking after somebody you may have to guide and help and assist. And to this Leo energy, the sun, right? The sun, physical representation with 17. It's an 8. It's a physical representation of where you're headed in your life, on your life, with the path, the stars, the path. You could see clearly. You couldn't see the path before, which is why it was so frustrating. It was so challenging versus you see the sun and look, the path is here. And you can see it clearly and you know where you're going now. And you can surrender. Because even in the darkness, the universe was saying, we've got your back. Have faith. Surrender. Let us do the work. You don't have to do everything yourself or carry everyone yourself. Even if it was a group dynamic, a group project, you didn't have to do it all yourself. Those people in that group dynamic, or just one person, they had the same vested interests as you did. They just everything had to work out on its own. Everything had to work out on its own for that to become the priority, for that to become the sole purpose of the unity, of the bond, the goals, whatever it is that you guys want to do together. You have the same objective. Whether you saw that or not, whether you didn't think they did or not. And now you see that you both want the same thing, and that's why you're both moving forward together, or you in the group dynamic. Now the path is clear, and you're happy. You're happy about that because you know where you're going. There's certainty. There's certainty within you, what it is that you want, and there's certainty within the group dynamic or the partner, or the coworker, right? If this is in school, you guys have a project due, and you could have try to hash it out because you know the deadline's coming up, and you both want the A, so you're both gonna work together. Whether you get into an argument or not, you're gonna work together to make that dream a possibility. Okay, all right. Hi, everybody that joined. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Does anybody have any questions regarding the Pisces reading? We're talking about better days ahead. Better days ahead. Some of y'all were struggling because you couldn't see. You could have been in a group dynamic. You could have been working with somebody else. You could have been in a relationship and you didn't see where you were headed. You didn't believe that you guys were heading down the same path. And then you get a wonderful surprise this week. You realize you do. Sorry. Okay. Moon, soul, first house, the body. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all were like, will I see? Will we work this out? Well, do we have the same interests, right? Do we have the same goal, same objective, and can we make it work? And you're on your own, not knowing if this was going to work out. And for others of you guys, even if it's not a group dynamic or with another person, I'm getting your path could have been very difficult because you didn't see where you were headed, or you didn't know for sure if it would work out in your favor. You could have taken a lot of risks only for you to be like met with more challenges than rewards, and that can discourage anyone. But then it's like this week, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like you finally get rejuvenated. You get the words of wisdom that you need. You get exactly what it is that you need so that you can be clear. There's clarity involved. Okay? All right. All right. So let's see what else. See what else. Ooh. What is this? Whoo! Benefits. Look at the rewards that come in for you because you stayed on the course. Because you decided to stick it out in a relationship or your friendships. You get benefits. Some of you guys get money. You get promoted. Whatever this project was, the project was not solely on the results and whatever you create, but it's also to see if you could work well with others, and you both made it happen. Somebody's gonna get promoted. For others of you guys, you're gonna be in a long, loving relationship, in a very loving relationship that can withstand the test of time. It can withstand the test of time because you decide to stick it out no matter what the problems were between you and this person. For others of you guys, if it's a group family, a group dynamic, and you guys have to work it out during the holidays, you will. If this is an issue with friends, It almost seems like, again, it's 2 people, 3 people, 4 people that were destined to walk together. Let's see what else. Solar eclipse, 5th house. Yeah, buddy. I'm getting energized. You're energized again. You feel good again. You feel hopeful, but you know there's going to be good and bad days to come with this because it's part of the journey. That's what happens when we work with others, right? It's part of the journey. The challenges. It's part of the. It's part of the arguments. Is part of it, right? The highs and the lows, the good and the bad times. But you still want. You have the same interest. At the end of it all, it's the same interest, which is whatever it is. You fill in the blank on that one, okay? All right, Funhouse. All right, guys, that was the reading for today. Does anybody have any questions, or do we need to transition into questions and answers? I'm going to give you all a second to think about it. We're going to transition into questions and answers and see if you guys want to do a couple of minutes of asking a question and I answer it for you guys in the live, okay? If not, we can call it. It's up to you. How's everybody doing? Thanksgiving was something, huh? All right, I guess we're cutting it short. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. I think I'm going to call it. I love y'all. I'm tired. Yes. I'm going to cut it short, okay? I love y'all. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take good care of yourselves. I love you.